The story begins with a temple in South India where the priest was killed. And in fact, the real idol there was also removed and a fake idol was placed. During the police investigation, when a policeman tells his senior that this statue is fake, his senior says that we should not indulge in it. If the villagers come to know, then it can have an adverse effect on us. So just make a file on how to murder. After which, the scene is shifted. Here, a little boy is walking away from the village, and then, by removing a stone, he reaches down through a secret passage, where we get to see the lead villain of this film, Verma. Meanwhile, Verma hangs 3 of his gang members upside down on top of 3 drums. The sin of these 3 is that they have sold an antique idol. Actually, this is the sin of the man behind this work, but these 3 have been hanged upside down here. The 3 of them ask Verma to catch the real culprit and leave us alone. Hearing this, Verma says that if I am late in my work, people will be late in my work too. So you get punished together because I am 100% professional. Then we see a child who tells his grandmother how difficult it is to run a YouTube channel. Recording is not happening, and you are also disturbing me. Now quickly call my cameraman. The cameraman is the hero of this film, whose name is Muthuvel Pandian. Now this little YouTuber is going to show his fans how to grow carrots. While they are shooting this video, after a while, a person calls Muthuvel, and Muthuvel has to go with him. In the next scene, we see a sweet shop where ACP Arjun comes and accuses a man named Sinu that an old idol was stolen some time ago, which I know was stolen by you. Then Sinu says that the idol has been delivered to Singapore by my men in a short time. From this, you can estimate the strength of my gang. So it is better if you stay away from this case and save your life. Then Arjun says that I am not going to leave any of you, and the first number is yours. After that, the police take Sinu to the police station, and he is badly beaten there. When Arjun reaches home in the evening, a police officer meets Muthuvel and says that your son is very strict, and these days he is messing with the elite class people. So I request that you stop him. Then after this, we see Muthuvel Pandian's family, where all the members are living a very happy life. Muthuvel's family consists of his wife, a son named Arjun, his son's wife, and a grandson. One day, when Muthuvel is returning from buying vegetables, a taxi driver hits him, which Muthuvel narrowly avoids. This taxi driver's name is Vimal. The driver is very funny and starts talking to Muthuvel, which Muthuvel doesn't hear and goes home without saying a word to him. We see that a lot of time has passed, but Arjun has not yet reached home. Then Muthuvel calls the police department and asks. In this way, many days pass, and after that, Muthuvel meets the commissioner, who tells him that he was busy chasing a big gang, but now he has been missing for many days, and our team is also looking for him. You will be informed as soon as the police find any trace of him. Muthuvel realizes that her son must have been kidnapped by Sinu, and he goes to Sinu and asks him about Arjun. To which Sinu replies, I have no knowledge about Arjun. You can ask my workers. Then they all started making fun of Muthuvel. After that, Muthuvel comes home, and the whole family is worried about Arjun. A police officer from the department then tells Muthuvel that there are many names of big people involved in the case, and the truth is that Arjun is now dead. Hearing this, Muthuvel gets angry and leaves at night to avenge the death of his son. On the way, the same taxi driver meets Muthuvel and breaks in the same old way. He asks Muthuvel, where are you going? Muthuvel says that he is going to meet Malika. After which, Muthuvel sits in his taxi and goes to Sinu. Then Muthuvel beats Sinu badly, after which he tells Muthuvel that he did not kidnap Arjun, but Verma kidnapped Arjun. To avenge his son's death, he kills Sinu, puts him in a sack, loads it on the taxi, and then tells him to stop the car on the left near the bridge. Then he throws the sack in the water, but Vimal says that, brother, it was very heavy. What was in it? Here, Muthuvel says that he took my son's life. So today I took his life. Vimal says that now I am going to the police station to inform them about you. But Mutman says that if you go to the police station, the police will be the first to catch you because your hands are full of blood. So better is to support me and help me eliminate all the other people I have met above. The next day, Mutmal is buying ice cream for his grandson from the market when a man sitting in a rickshaw with a sword tries to cut his grandson's neck. He saves his grandson. After that, Verma calls Mutmal and says that you have saved your grandson this time, but how long will you keep him? Hearing these words from Verma, Mutmal gets very worried, and after that in the night, he makes a phone call and says to Verma, "Listen to me very carefully, that I have killed your man because he killed my son. The revenge ended here. Now stop bothering my family." On which Verma says that now you will be fully avenged, as you are the head of your house, but the number of your house will start from the bottom, which means that I will kill your grandson first, then his mother, then his grandmother, and then his grandfather, who is you. Mutmal is sitting in a hotel drinking alcohol. The same person who attacked his grandson with a sword was also sitting there. That man starts throwing some grams at him and says, "Oh, old man, you saved your grandson in the morning. Let's see how you will save tomorrow." On which Mutmal starts to leave from here. That gangster starts following Mutmal with his friend and says that you will die too. Your wife will also die, but I will not kill your daughter-in-law because she is very beautiful. While talking like this and making comments, these people reached a narrow street where Vimal's car was parked and a big knife was lying inside it. Mutmal takes out that knife and cuts his throat from his neck and says what he is saying. "He will kill me. He will kill my grandson. But now you don't have your eyes left to kill, and your head isn't left either." And then he also kills his friend. Now there were 3 murders in the story, and Mutmal was getting a little tense. So he tells his wife that I have to talk to the doctor once because I haven't slept these days, and since Arjun is gone, I am very upset. After going to the doctor tells him that nowadays many criminals come here and get a form of mental instability. Then they get away and do crimes. To which Mutmal said that I have already killed 3 men and may take the 4th murder of you. And I know that one of your family members lives here in the city and one lives outside the city. So if you help me, if not, think about what could happen to you. So the doctor says that you are my elder brother. Whatever you say, I will help you. To which Mutmal says, "Keep my family safe here for 3 or 4 days. I have to go out of the city for work. So take care of the family until I come back." The next day, Muthuvel leaves for Bangalore in a car with Vimal to meet his friend Narasimha. Narasimha says that you were the jailer. You reduced my sentence and told me to follow a good path. If you have come here, there must be something important. After that, Mutmal says, "I need some of your men," to which Narasimha gives him 4 sharpshooters who are also his own bodyguards. After that, together with him, they catch Verma, who knows where and how their goods are going. They had a code word that the statue fell down. Now Vimal is standing on the road with the statue, and to every passing vehicle, Vimal asks that the statue has fallen down, and who will keep the statue. And then a truck driver asks Vimal to put the statue in the back of the truck. Now as Vimal goes back to keep the statue, the other goons also put Vimal in that truck. But all this time, Toki Nath, who is a fun factor in the whole film, puts 2 ropes below this truck. Now, as the truck moves forward, Muthuvel is walking in front of it on the road. The truck driver thinks that by increasing the speed, he will hit him. But before he reaches there, the poor guy's truck is overturned due to the ropes. At the same time, Verma has reached the same hospital where Muthuvel's family is present, and then he calls Mutmal and says, "You think that by going 150 kilometers away from the city, you will save your life and your family. At first, I was thinking that I would kill your family one by one, but now my anger has increased so much that I will kill them all together live in front of you." Muthuvel said, "Wait a minute, I have so much of your statues worth at least 10 crores. What do you say? I should destroy them, and then on Tuesday where your property is going, and after that, on Friday, from where he is going, I will catch and destroy them. This makes Verma tense. Muthuvel says that if you want to save your statues, then leave my family. But he has to beg for 10 rupees from my family. And now to sort out the entire matter between them, both teams meet at one place, where on one side is Muthuvel with all his bodyguards, and on the other hand, Verma also brought his goons. There is a deal between them that Verma will not kill Muthuvel's family, and in return, he will not create any trouble in his work. But after drinking alcohol at night, Verma's mind changes again because, till now in his life, no one has directly challenged Verma, so he decides to attack his home. People are going to attack Muthuvel's house at night. At night, when all the family of Muthuvel sits at the dining table, Muthuvel tells them the truth. I have already committed 3 murders, and now I am going to do more. If someone is murdered in front of you, then it is a normal thing, so you should not panic about it. When Muthuvel is talking to his family, goons sent by Verma start attacking his house. Muthuvel, who has already pointed his 4 sharpshooters in different directions, kills them all one by one with their bullets, and Vijaya and Mira are watching the falling bodies with their own eyes. Seeing this transformation of Muthuvel, everyone is surprised at how a simple and ordinary person becomes so horrible. After which, the next morning, Verma calls Kamvir and says that the people who were sent by you were able to fight or not. They were all killed last night. On this, Kamvir tells him that if you had told me before who you were demanding people for, I would have never sent them. And he asks Verma to get as far away from the jailer as possible, whereupon Verma says that I have called gangsters from Punjab through Sikandar, and those will kill Muthuvel. Then Kamvir says to Verma that she should just make a phone call to Sikandar. But when Verma calls Sikandar, Sikandar hangs up his phone call. And here we get to see a flashback of 15 years, where Muthuvel Pandian, the jailer of Tihar jail, enters the jail and everyone stands on alert. Someone's shirt was torn, someone's ear was cut, and someone's jaw was broken, on which the jailer ordered that they would get only 1 meal a day for 2 weeks and only 2 hours of sleep, on which Sikandar said that we will not obey your order. Muthuvel, full of anger, cut off one of his. And then the jailer said that only my order is followed in the jail that will follow the rules. I will also follow the rules with him. And I knew that you are not a follower of the rules. That's why the jailer with no rules is in this jail for you. Another goon threatens the jailer, saying, "What do you think you're like? A big tyrant. I have 30 MLAs of the city in my pocket. If I call even one, your family, and you will be completely destroyed." To which the jailer gives his phone and says, "Just make a phone call." And the people who are called by this man have their cars blown up by the people of Muthuvel on their way. Well, this was the backstory. All of Sikandar's men had arrived here along with Verma, who had come to kill Muthuvel, and then Muthuvel entered, and we can see that the 100 men sent by Sikandar to Verma, they were not sent for him, but for Muthuvel. Verma is completely shocked to see this. So he says, "Please don't kill me. Let's make a deal. I will leave your family," to which Muthuvel says nothing will happen as long as you are alive. "You will do something again," to which Verma says that I will make a phone call and you will stop. And then he calls his son Arjun and says that your son is still alive, at which Muthuvel's eyes get wet and he leaves Verma. But now Arjun is in prison, so they make. Verma says that there is a very old and valuable crown in the temple of Adi Narayan in the city. If you bring it to me, I will hand it over to your son, and then you will go your way and I will go my way, and no one will disturb anyone. Muthuvel has to agree to this deal, even if he doesn't want to. After which he goes to meet his special friend, who is a very famous and high-ranking person in the city. Muthuvel tells him the whole story, in which the man says that the crown in Adi Narayan is a national treasure. So far, 10 gangs have tried to steal it, but all of them are in jail. In fact, even to see it, the signature of the Prime Minister and the President is required, along with the approval of 5 other members, including Amitabh Bachchan, Sachin Tendulkar, Ramdev Baba, Guru Gopinath, and Blast Mohan. When Muthuvel asks who Blast Mohan is, that person tells him that Blast Mohan belongs to the family that has been protecting this crown for many years. But the person you have chosen is the one among the 5 who is most critical, because it is impossible to get his signature. Now Takanath brings out the full information about Blast Mohan, who is in love with Kamana. And Kamana is in love with the movie director. If Kamana is caught red-handed, then the movie director will have to accept their demands. And the movie director will do all our work with Blast Mohan. Verma had also left 2 of his men with Muthuvel, so that whatever Muthuvel planned, Verma could know about it. The director is caught by Muthuvel. Now these people tell the director that you have to make the same structure as the Adi Narayan temple, and the lead hero of your movie, Blast Mohan, has to tell him to steal the real one and put the fake one there. Blast Moon was the actor, director, and almost producer of this movie. Those people first go inside through his signature and see the crown in the real Adi Narayan temple. They look at the entire location and make a similar temple that is exactly the same. Here another major actor enters the story, named Matthew, who was also in Tihar jail 15 years ago and was also a debtor to the jailer. Now Muthuvel needed a lot of equipment, including heavily armored vehicles, guns, grenade snipers, and bulletproof jackets. Matthew does all of this for free. After which, the shooting of the movie starts, and here Blast Mohan's job is to steal the real one and replace the fake one. But due to Matthew's familiarity, Muthuvel orders to replace the fake clip with the original temple clip. When the news reaches the CBI that the crown of the temple has been stolen, all the CBI members reach Blast Mohan's house and say that, "Brother, you have stolen it," to which Blast Mohan says that we have built the set of the film. And this is the shooting of the set of the film where the temple is also fake, the Taj is also fake, and fake is replaced by fake. To which CBI agents say, "How can we accept your word? The real crown, which is in Adi Narayan temple, will have to be sent to Pune for checking whether it is real or fake." And when this crown was being taken on the way to Pune, here comes the best action scene of this movie, where the cars fly, and there is a shootout in between a lot of people, because on one side was Muthuvel's team, and on the other side were the government soldiers, all fully weaponized. After stealing this old and precious crown, Muthuvel delivers it directly to Verma. And here the viewer finds out that it is a plan of Muthuvel. The crown that he has fought so hard to send to Verma is a fake. The crown was never stolen, and the people who were there were also from the police force, and considered the jailer their senior. At first, Varma is very happy to see this crown and leaves Arjun, but here we see Arjun's double face, and along with that, we viewers know that all this planning was Arjun's. He will come himself and stay in Verma's prison. Then his father will come to rescue him, and in return, they will get their share of 50/50ths. But in the big diamond of this crown, there is a small camera through which Muthuvel is watching all this on the TV while sitting at home, meaning that Arjun's entire plane has been opened. The next day, when Varma gets his crown, according to the deal, Arjun is released. On reaching home, Muthuvel asks Arjun, "You want to tell me something, and then tell me." But Arjun says that there is no such thing. "I don't want to tell you anything. Don't say anything to the department that you rescued me. Just say that I exposed this gang by working hard, and that I myself escaped from there. Otherwise, I will not get the medal that I was supposed to get." When Varma's men check the crown, it is found that it is a fake crown, so he calls Arjun to his base for a discussion, and says that you have double-crossed me. The crown your father has brought us is fake. The deal I made with your father to release you is cancelled. Now you are back in my hands, so now you will die. To which Arjun says, that if they can send a fake crown to your base, they can even send a team to rescue me. And then we see that Muthuvel takes Cipher along with Sikandar's men and attacks Varma's base, and there is a lot of fighting in which many of Varma's men are killed, and Varma is also killed. He is punished in the same way as he used to do to the rest of his people, by hanging upside down in such a drum, and then acid is released into it. After this whole fight is over, both Muthuvel and Arjun are sitting in a separate place, where Muthuvel asks Arjun if he has anything to say to me, on which Arjun says that I know, Dad, you have come to know the whole truth. But it's not my fault. You lived your life peacefully, but honestly, I didn't get anything. I live in this small house and live a life of poverty, and who will use that money? It's all of us, but unfortunately, you came in the middle of my work, so now you have to die. And just as Arjun was about to shoot Muthuvel's sharpshooters killed Arjun. The movie ends with this depressing scene. How did you like this movie? Please let me know in the comments section. And if you like it, please like, comment, and share this video.